Hey guys, Mistmaster1 here, and welcome back to more Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Final Mix HD Proud Level 1. Last time, we finished up all the stuff we need to do at Wonderland, and now we're back here for some reason. And I will explain very shortly. Before we go back to OC, like I said we would at the end of the last episode, there's one little thing I wanted to do here, that I said back in episode 8 we didn't have everything we needed to necessarily do it, so that's what we're going to be able to do right now, and what we have here is the camp area of Deep Jungle, and I didn't go into too much detail last time we were here, but you can actually examine various things in this area, and they'll actually give you recipe cards. Like this one says, light the stove, be careful, and this will actually give us some nice little items that we can pick up before we advance on further with the game, which is a good time to do this. Research Note 1, recipe for ether, and the ingredients for that are a potion. You just have to examine all these various things across the place. Replication experiment replicates items. Right here, put the potion in the pot quickly. Examine the little thing here, recipe for ether, ice the ingredient. And based off this, now we can actually get ourselves a few items. First off, let's open this little stove right here and examine it. Acquired cards are found, let's begin. Potion is in the pot and it's ready to be heated, and we have to light it, so let's target the little oven here if we can, please. Okay, and let's go. And the stove has been lit. It is lit. And by doing so, we can get ourselves a high potion. Pretty nice. But something much better about this is now that we have the recipe cards for an ether. Required notes found, let's begin. Starting the experiment. Potion was put in. After putting in the ingredient, you ice it. I didn't do this earlier because we hadn't gotten Blizzard from Wonderland yet. Oh, by the way, if you didn't get Blizzard from that fourth piece of evidence, you would have gotten it after the Trickmaster fight. Just a quick little thing. And if we do, as it says, and ice it, conducting the replication, and we can get ourselves an ether from the experiment itself, and because of the replicating ingredients, we can get ourselves a second ether on top of that. So that's really nice that we can actually pick up, pick up a potion, no, a high potion and 2 ethers now that we have the Blizzard spell. Something I just wanted to do really quick before we get on with the episode. And now that we've done so, we're gonna leave Deep Jungle, and I will meet you guys again. I will traverse this little gummy road back to OC, and I will be right back shortly. And guys, we are back, and here we are again at Olympus Coliseum with a lot more stuff than we did since the last time we've been here back in episode 7. It's episode 13 now. Remember last time we got the pass to go in the preliminaries, and I've stocked my inventory with some mega potions. Also, while you're here, wouldn't hurt to put Blizzard on your little customized thing. Okay. And that's pretty much it. We're just gonna get right into it. Some real weirdos signed up for the games. Things are gonna heat up, so you better be ready. Prelims start soon. You gonna compete? Yes, sir. Remember, Rule 95, concentrate. And let's get going. And here we have a unique series of fights where you basically have to do a bunch of fights in a row, and you'll have no break in between, and you'll have to carry your HP and MP through a little series of fights here, like right here. We actually have a new enemy. These are Blue Rhapsodies, and they're just like the Red Nocturnes, except they are Ice Elemental, and I didn't note this in the last episode, but they also have, you know, when Red Nocturne shot fire like we do, and likewise the Blue Rhapsodies also shoot ice like we do. And of course their main counter is fire, which I'll show off later, but as you see, I'm putting Dahl to work early on because I want to try to conserve as much MP as possible. You're no heroes yet, but you ain't doing bad. Lucky you came to me for coaching. Something tells me he'll be a tough one to beat. Yeah, for you Final Fantasy people, that was Cloud in Vincent's outfit from Final Fantasy VII. Who knows, maybe you'll end up facing him. Of course Square had to include Cloud in this game. Sinister is, hey, more Blue Rhapsodies, so as you can probably guess, fire works well against these guys. Yeah, that may not look like it did much, but as you see, it's actually dazed and confused now. You see how it has like the little yellow dots going across it? It's like when we reflected Waka's Blitzball at the other characters back on Destiny Islands. It's actually a pretty interesting little feature. And likewise, if you use Blizzard on them, they will auto-charge a Blizzard attack and also heal from it, so you don't want to do that. And they're definitely more threatening than the shadows, so make those your main priority for this. Ah, jeez, I like how as soon as I say that, a shadow just, like, kicks my butt right there. Okay, get close to him if I could. Fire there. Okay. Now we have ourselves just some regular shadows, which, I mean, have proven to be a bit of a nuisance, but we have Blizzard now. And we can take a lot of them out in just one little thing right there. I advise using Blizzard a lot more than Thunder because of the MP conservation. Since we only have 3 bars of MP, we will be getting a lot more towards, like, later parts of the game, even in mid-game. But, you know, it doesn't hurt to, conserve as much MP as possible. I'm also not at full health. I should fix that in a minute here. Okay. Also, whenever, like I said before, you're down to just, like, a one-on-one fight with particular Heartless like that, try not to waste your magic. You can easily stun loop them with your physical attacks. Match 3, Heat and Freeze. Here's a little bit of a twist. Now we have Red Nocturnes and Blue Rhapsodies to deal with. Get rid of the Blue Rhapsodies, not Blue Rhapsodies, the Red Nocturnes as quick as you can. They will pose a bigger threat than the actual, than the actual Blue Rhapsodies because of the fact that, the Red Nocturnes, just like you, have the fire ability, and the fire ability homes in on their particular target, whereas the Blizzard only goes in a one particular direction. So, the bigger threat, of course, would be the thing that tracks you wherever you go, instead of the one that can easily be dodged by just simply getting out of the way. So, that's basic reasoning. Oh, no. Okay. And this is why I didn't do this sort of these preliminaries back when we were here originally, because as you can see, I have Cure, I have Fire, I have Blizzard, and even Thunder for interesting cases that we might see later on in the preliminaries. And this would be ridiculously difficult if we didn't have all those spells at our demand, so I hope this gives, you know, a reasonable explanation as to why I only came here for Thunder in the first place, because this would have been extremely difficult to do on our first visit. Say, you're better than I thought, kid. Wish he was here to see this. Ooh. Hercules. He's a hero if ever there was one? That's some interesting wording. Too bad he's off visiting his father. Well, you know, family matters. Anyway. Same thing before. We have some soldiers here now with some shadows. All the enemies we've seen so far. Get rid of the Red Nocturnes. They're pretty much going to be the biggest issue in all of these sort of preliminaries. And the main goal for these sort of preliminary fights, and there will be other fights in this world similar to this, where it's kind of just like a marathon of enemies, prioritize your targets. Who's the biggest threat to you? And, you know, take them out first, and then worry about the small fry later. Not too many more seats to go through, but oh man. Blue Revenge, this is fun. Thunder would be a good choice here. Oh, Jesus. That's not good when there's like 50 million enemies spread out and you have just a huge set of enemies in your face, and you know, you're at 1 HP or like 1 hit away from death. That's not pleasant. And this is a little bit chaotic because I have no one to back me up right now, so we're gonna have to do some like an extreme matrix dodging and all this other nonsense. Okay. So far so good. Thunder again. Get rid of a lot of the enemies. I was going to use the Mega Potion, but we can conserve. My only concern going into the last fight is I'm only going to have 1 block of MP, but we're doing okay so far. Just because these are easier, that does not mean, especially since we're level 1, I did not say these would be easy in general, they're just easier.
That little punk is your next opponent, okay? Now don't blow it, just take him out.
The great god of the underworld is afraid of a kid? Sorry, but my contract says...
I know! You think I don't know? I wrote the contract! I know it says you're only required to kill Hercules in this tournament. But you gotta fight that kid to get to him. Come on.
That's a bit dark.
Hey, it's like that old goat says. Rule number 11. It's all just a game. So let loose and have fun with it! I mean, a casualty or two along the way. It's no big deal, right? Jeez. Stiffer than the stiffs back home. Still, suckers like him are hard to come by.
So Cloud's been coinciding with Hades this whole time, and what was that noise? Can't worry about that right now. Now what we have to worry about is Red Nocturnes and a lot of other crappy stuff that's in our way, like the large bodies from Wonderland, these blue Rhapsodies, these red Nocturnes. Like, it's all just a mess, and we need to do our best to eliminate all of these guys. So, like I said before, main threats are the red Nocturnes, so deal with them first. That should hit. There we go. Okay. The large body is really slow because it's obviously just a giant Heartless and he can't really move very fast, so don't really worry about him too much. Focus on the blue Rhapsodies. It's going so far so good. Oh no. Okay. Careful, get out of the way, heal. That's also another thing. You want to try to prioritize, you know, when you're in a good position to heal and not just heal right out in the open where an enemy is right within striking distance. Be really safe with how you, just in general, that's the general rule of thumb for level 1 is be safe in a lot of what you're doing. And don't be too aggressive and play super defensive in most circumstances. Being aggressive will get you killed more than anything. So we can actually fight one of these things since, you know, in Wonderland we kind of just had Donald do it for us. You can parry the charge attack like so, and then just go in for another attack like that. Finish him off with a fire. Oh no, he has a little bit more health left. Goofy might actually get him. There you go, okay. That wasn't too difficult, but now, speaking of difficults, we're gonna have a little interesting fight on our hands. Remember that cutscene we just watched about Hades saying that Cloud needs to fight us? Well, we're gonna do that. Final match of the preliminaries, Cloud. This guy hits like a truck. Avoid him. As you see right there, he has that little dashing attack called Sonic Blade, and yeah, he also does this little lunging attack. That gives you ample time to get some hits in, cast some fire, why not? It's sort of reminiscent of when Leon does his jump in that fight from Traverse Town. Gives you a lot of time to actually do some damage to him. You can parry that little swipe he does right there, like this. Hang on. Ah, it was a little too out of range, that's okay. You could also parry his little Sonic Blades there, albeit it's a lot riskier. Like, just don't go for it, I would just run out of the way. You can parry attacks like that little tri-swipe he does, but I would not really recommend doing anything more than parrying that. Whenever you see him do this attack, just get out of the way, and then do a finisher, like a 3-hit combo. Use some fires when he's, you know, far away, get some damage in while you're not at risk of getting, you know, stricken by this guy. And you kind of just repeat that process and try not to be too aggressive. He can do Sonic Blades like this for quite a bit, and all you have to do is just kind of bait him after a while to eventually just do that attack, and you will eventually succeed. Also, if you hit Cloud with a finisher when he's kind of just, you know, in the stun lock phase, you will actually send him flying similarly to when, similarly to when we fought Leon. Like this. Oh no, he blocked, that's okay. Alright, not too bad of a fight. He is tough, but as long as you play defensive, he's not that difficult, much like 90% of the fights in this game. Holy moly! Oh. That's a big dog.
Oh, right, there was one other rule. I forgot. Accident happened.
Hades, you jerk! Oh, what has he done? Wait a minute. Hercules!
Hey, Phil! Get them out of here!
Huh. Shows up to save the day. Let's get out of here, man. Whew, that was close. I was gonna say that was a close one, but you didn't say that. That was Cerberus, the guardian of the underworld. Herc should be able to handle him, but then again, maybe not. This doesn't look good. Huh. Surprisingly, I didn't have to use any Mega Potions during that. Really quick, we're gonna swap Blizzard back for Thunder, and it also would not be in bad interest to equip an Ether, because, spoiler alert, we're gonna have to go fight him. Kid, you aren't entering the arena, are ya? This ain't just some match, this is for real. I'm not afraid. You can decide if I'm hero material or not. Careful, kid. And let's go bail out Hercules. Man, Cloud's pretty torn up after getting stomped on, and Hercules is backed up in a corner. But then, just in the nick of time... Yeah, get him out of here.
Kid, I got 2 words of advice for you. Attack!
Thank you, Phil. And here's our next boss fight. This is Cerberus. He will start this fight off by shooting fireballs, and if you stay next to him, they cannot reach you. You can actually parry the fireballs back at him if you're feeling adventurous, but, you know, they hurt. I'd rather just play it safe. Now, after a bit, her Cerberus will eventually lower his heads down like this, and that's your time to actually get some combos in. But likewise, don't be too aggressive, because he will have patterns where he will, you know, the one that you're targeting will actually snap at you, and all three of them will eventually snap at you. So regardless of where you're actually hitting him from, you're at risk of taking damage. So again, general rule applies, don't be too aggressive. Back off. Don't go for full combos initially, because you never know when he's just going to do like that triple attack, like the triple head attack. He'll have a shockwave move like that whenever he builds it up, like so, and just jump over it when you need to. And that's pretty much those two attacks and those two phases, but after a little bit, I keep wanting to call him Hades, Cerberus will switch up his game plan and do this attack right here. He will have some, you know, he'll have some nasty breath, and, you know, because of the garlic bread or something, and it's so bad it will actually, it will have darkness spurt out of the ground like so, and it's kind of wacky, dude. And, you know, he pretty much will vary just between those three attacks, you know, that little phase where he'll chomp at you and do a shockwave, shoot fireballs, or, you know, just have the darkness come out of the ground like so, but all in all, he's not too difficult. Like, I mean, it is beginning game. The only really irritating fight that's difficult in beginning game, in my opinion, would be Clayton, and that's mostly due to the fact you don't have Cure. This fight, I imagine, would be extreme. A lot of the fights would be difficult early game if you didn't have Cure so early, but that's the benefit of actually the game letting you go anywhere you want in the first little part there. Oh, jeez. See, that was me being a little too aggro, but Donald bailed me out right there. That was okay. Okay, just being a little... Don't rush the fight. While we're getting there, have some thunders when we have time to do so. Good stuff, good stuff. We're almost done with this fight, actually. We only have to go through a few more of these phases. I believe you could actually get on top of Cerberus, like on his back and everything, and potentially attack him from there, but it's really wacky, and I wouldn't advise doing it. Because you can actually go on, like, the little seats here if you really wanted to, but I, of course, advise you just stay low to the ground, like I've been doing so far. That's too bad. Also, don't stay near Cerberus when he does that little attack, because the initial blast from the mouth will also damage you, not just these little spikes of darkness that come out of the ground. And that's pretty much everything to Cerberus. He shouldn't be lasting too much longer here. We just have to play safe, get a parry on there, which is nice, have some thunder, and you should be gone in the next few hits. Like, yeah, like so. There we go. Okay. And that was Cerberus. Obtain the accessory Inferno Band.
Thus, I do hereby dub the Junior Heroes and confer upon the full rights and privileges to participate in the games. Further...
Hey, what do you mean, Junior Heroes?
You rookies still don't understand what it takes to be a true hero.
So, what does it take?
Well, that's just something you'll have to find out for yourselves. Just the way that I did.
No problem. We'll start by proving ourselves in the games.
There ain't gonna be any games for a while. Gotta clean up the mess from that last battle first.
Okay, we'll be back.
I still can't believe that Squirt actually beat Cerberus.
Just between us, I'd already worn Cerberus down by the time the little guy jumped in.
Quit bragging, Herc.
My lips are sealed.
He's not lying, though. There is, spoilers, another event where we actually do fight Cerberus again, and he's a lot harder than that little thing. Like, he has twice the health, he's a lot stronger and all that. And, hey, Cloud's over there. What's up, dude? You okay? I imagine you might not be because you got crushed, but...
Hey, are you alright?
Yeah.
So, why did you go along with him anyway?
I'm looking for someone. Hades promised to help. I tried to exploit the power of darkness, but it backfired. I fell into darkness, and I couldn't find the light.
You'll find it. I'm searching too.
For your light? Don't lose sight of it.
How about a rematch sometime? Fair and square, no dark powers involved.
I think I'll pass.
What is with the creepy smiles? Is that going to be the thing with this Let's Play? And we get ourselves, the Sonic Blade ability. And, description as such, slash an enemy while rushing past, select follow-up attack at the right time for a combo. This is basically the same attack that, Cloud was using in his fight, and it's actually not too bad, but I'm not going to utilize it for a while. There is one particular fight I will want to use it for later on, but, that's not important right now. But, yeah, we've cleared everything that we can do at this point in OC, Olympus Coliseum, so, we're just gonna leave.
He's strong. He's kind. He's always there for you. And he's handsome to boot. He's perfect. Perfect.
Perfectly infuriating. He makes me crazy.
Wait a minute. What are you worried about? All the pieces are in place. Relax. Whoa, 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 whoa. Here's what you do. Let Hercules train the kid. In the next games, I'll take care of them both. Who invited you to the party? Stay out of this. This is my show.
As you wish. Fight to your heart's content.
I see what you did there. And yeah, that was Maleficent, and she's been traveling to other worlds as well. And that's pretty much gonna do it for this episode, guys. We did everything we can in Olympus Coliseum for now, and in the next episode, we're actually gonna continue the main story and head back here to Traverse Town. So guys, I have been Mistmaster1. This has been a bit of a long episode, but this has been episode 13 of Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Final Mix HD Level 1 Proud. And next time, we will go back to Traverse Town. So, thank you all again for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Peace out, guys.